25 years later, and it was going to be made for first-run syndication. And to be honest, my first reaction was, oh God, this is not a good idea. Still remake or redo. I mean, Star Trek was so iconic and had such a place in pop culture, and I just thought, oh, this might not be very good. But I wasn't in any position to say no and need it to work, and so no scripts were available. It was very, very secretive, which is commonplace now. Believe me, when I worked on The Walking Dead, I had no idea what I was doing, what I was shooting. They didn't even give me a character's name that I was playing. But so that's a lot more commonplace, and you sign non-disclosure agreements. So you won't talk about anything. But then it was quite rare to not be able to talk about anything.
And so when did you realize then that what did your opinion of Star Wars change?
Well, I mean, once we all assembled and were cast and had this, incredible group of actors, and we all had each other's backs, and we were all sort of in it together. But I mean, in all honesty, the first year of Star Trek, The Next Generation, was sort of hit or miss. I mean, there were some real wacky episodes we did that, we all sort of looked at each other and said, what are they thinking, Is this going to get on the air? So, which one? Oh, thank you. But, so it was a work in progress.
And what was your reaction when you first saw the rather form-fitting costumes that you had to wear?
The rather form-fitting costumes. They were interesting. We kind of, they were flexible and stretchy, and we could move around in them, a little warm, but, we kind of got used to them and, worked with them. It was typical for the 80s,
Okay, so we're going to get these two questions. If you have a question for Denise, stick your hand up. I'll come around to you. Start with the lady here in the front.
Does your character represent yourself would be the ambivalent?
I hope not. I mean, it may represent me as a mother. I would do anything for my son, as would Mary, and did. So I sort of relate in that aspect. And the great thing about The Walking Dead, I mean, I think what we all respond to, apart from our connection with the characters, is it asks the big question, what would you do, and how far would you go? And none of us hopefully will ever have the chance to answer that. But you don't know. And what you think you would do, you don't. And what you say you'll never do, you do. So that's the kind of beauty of that.
I have a question off to the side here.
Coming from a famous family, did you feel a lot of pressure to go into showbiz?
That's an interesting question, because I think I am from a famous family, and but I wasn't raised with that family. So I was raised apart with my mother, and so there was a part of me, I think, that really wanted to rebel against that in some way. I mean, I think we all go through a certain period of rebellion. It's a natural place to be as teenagers and kids. And I thought that I wouldn't go into show business just for that very reason. I really wanted my own identity and my own place, and I never wanted to live with that comparison. Even though Jane Fonda certainly won Oscars and made her own career. She's always, Henry Fonda's daughter. It's always you connect with that, and you're connected to that. So, but I don't think, it's never been like a burden that I've had to, be as good as, or be on the par with, or, because that you can't do. That will destroy. So the part of Mary was closely guarded, and I didn't really know much about the part at all, to be honest. When I went in to audition for The Walking Dead, a separate scene was written solely for the purpose of auditioning. It had absolutely nothing to do with The Walking Dead. It was a character trying to buy a car from a car salesman. Had absolutely nothing to do with The Walking Dead. So when they called me about a month later and said, "We're offering you the role, and we'll tell you about it later. But would you want to do a part on The Walking Dead?" Now, I'm going to be all honest, I'd never seen The Walking Dead. So I binge watched 3 seasons so I could get up to speed. And I said, yeah, of course. I mean, it's this amazing hit, and of course I'll come do it. And so I flew to Atlanta, still never read a script, never was told anything about it, because I'm in LA and they're shooting in Atlanta. And once I get there, Scott Gimple, the executive producer and showrunner, explains to me loosely what's going on. That the gang has been coming to this place called Terminus, where everything is going to be perfect and wonderful and safe, and you are greeting them, and you have a whole complex here, it's running beautifully, and you're cooking some meat. We don't really know what the meat is, but it's kind of meat. I go, I'm cooking meat, but you don't know if it's meat? Wait a minute. And so, it just kind of, bit by bit, it was like, as, a need-to-know basis, did they kind of tell me about what was going on. And we sort of went, finally, oh, okay, I see what this is going. So Mary, again, what really I responded to most was just her undying love for her sons and her commitment to that family and survival, and being a survivor.
We've got time for one final question, please.
Sure.
Hi, Denise. I'd like to ask, who is your best friend on Next Generation?
Wow, my best friend. We're all quite close and continue to be, and really delight in each other's company when we see each other. We'll all be together next weekend in Las Vegas. There's a big Star Trek convention they have annually in Las Vegas in August. And so, we all get to catch up and everything. So each one of us have our own connection. There's no real besties or anything, we just all, connect in our own way. So that's pretty much what it is for all of us.
So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a massive round of applause to the wonderful Denise Crosby.